So there is a certain level of respect that goes into how the father is garnered, how he is seen, and how and what he does. And so without having those roles and without having that understanding, there's a lot of people who disregard the role of the father. It's the same thing with the mother. The mother has a certain role, right? She is the nurturer. She is the teacher, right, to the children. She sets the base and the tone of the household. She is the one that creates the spiritual, right, reality in that household. The feng shui, everything. She is the one that is responsible for the health of the family. That's the mother's role. That is her base. So in culture, ask yourself, do we have that same standard when we talking about roles? Because you're not going to be able to get to wealth unless we start talking about these things. We think that it needs independence for wealth. There is no culture on the planet Earth that has to start creating independent women in order to create wealth in their culture. None. Why do we think we special? There's no proof that that's going to work at all. Matter of fact, the opposite. You can't have a dependent man and an independent woman. He can't be dependent on her. She depends on no one. They go in opposite directions. So when you get into these relationships and you start talking about wealth standards, you have to say, okay, what is my role that I must play? It's the same thing as your role in the tribe, because this is Find Your Tribe season. Shout out to my bro Kai. My bro Kyrie Irving broke that down. This is Find Your Tribe season. Who's your ethnicity? The language in the household is very important. Most Asians, they go speak the same language. They go have the same religion. Black people don't even be having the same language and religion. What is the same customs, same beliefs? One person want to celebrate Christmas. The other person like, man, I don't fuck with that. These are issues and problems that subside. So you can't build wealth if it's going to be destroyed in the middle of that relationship. So these are problems that we have in culture that is tied directly to our ability to build wealth and pass it down. One generation wealth does not matter. Second generation wealth, third generation wealth. So how is it that, okay, all of these women now are buying houses? Some saying, well, I'm going to pass down to my nephews and nieces and grandkids. And wait a minute, now you ain't going to have no kids yourself? No, they got to be some foundation, because we are going because we never have. So we want to own, buy, get money, capitalize. But there is no family structure and dynamic. So we have been taught the wrong way to build wealth because it's much easier. This is why they give you certain tax structures when you get married. Because it's about creating foundations, but they understand that we don't take advantage of it. All right? So sticking with family, understanding what is the role of the daughter and the son in the household. Because it ain't just the mother and the father. What does the son do? How does he protect his sister? How does he lend help to the father? How does he develop himself? What is the role of the daughter in that household? How is she helping mom? How is she doing those different things? How is she helping with the siblings coming up? See, the Oriental wealth model, they have roles that each person gets into, and you're indoctrinated into that understanding, and then everybody operates a certain way. There's no disrespect. Disrespect? No, because everybody understands each other's roles. So you're not going to get mad. Oh, Pops is on your helmet. What? That's his role. He supposed to. See, we let movies describe disobedience, and so we take programming, and then you see it in the movies and be like, yeah, they portray these things of being disobedient to the father, portray these things of being disobedient to the mother, portray these things of, yo, you supposed to sneak out the house at a certain age, right? That is something wrong, that the family doesn't want you to have boyfriends and girlfriends at early ages, or don't want you to do drugs. In all of the shows, they make it seem like the teen is going crazy by not having these experiences because it's about destroying the family household models. And ask yourself, who owns Hollywood and controls these movies? This is not a hypothetical question. You just go look and you read who's the director, producer, and the writer of these movies that are detrimental to the mental health of society. Okay, I'll move forward. Another smart things that when we're talking about the Asian population, one of the smart things that they do is that they look into the popular sectors, right? If I ask everybody, what is the most popular sector in the economy right now? What is the most popular sector in the economy right now? I'm not seeing no actors. If I ask you who the most popular rapper, who's the most popular entertainer, what's the most popular entertainment platform where you can get the best gossip, the answers flow. They flow so fast. Okay, my YouTube peoples, they talking about tech. This is debatable right now. It is debatable right now. I would have to say tech, then you got health coming up. But right now, tech is still God because tech is the one where all the attention is at. Because attention is the highest level of commodity right now. It consistently increases in value over time. So tech is high on the list right now. So if you jumping into the most popular sectors as a people, so that means that, let's say black people get into coding, they get into engineering, right? You start designing the platforms. You start designing the algorithms, right? You start building. Because look, Jeff Bezos has a tech platform called Amazon. Elon Musk, he has an engineering platform where they design cars. Apple, tech platform, software and hardware. These are the richest men, the richest company. So the Asians, they said, well, who is the highest paid in Silicon Valley? It's not white people. It's the East Indians. They understand, oh, if tech gonna be booming, well, let's learn tech so everybody has to come to us to build everything. Look at who the CEO of Google, East Indian man. It's billion plus people in India. They talking about expanding out there because he gonna do that for his people. It makes sense. Amazon tried to scale out there and he tried to defeat the mom and liquor stores. And they like, no, we not having it. We sticking together because you trying to destroy business out here. You got to understand how these things work. So what we would have to do is change the dynamics of going directly into things like tech. Right? Where's your data analytics? Right? How do we create software and hardware? Engineering. Engineering is the highest paying job yet. We don't go for engineering jobs. So when people tell me that, oh, we want to go to college to break the family curse is poverty, not college. The family curse is ignorance. So going into college don't break the family curse because you're the first person to go. Nobody give a damn. Now you're the first person that went to college and still broke. All you did was create a new issue in the family. Now you in college, broken in debt, because you went and got a college education that ain't worth the sweat. So if you go to college, you got to go and get into the highest paying jobs. Look around and see if your class full of Asians, is it filled with Jews? If they not in there, you in the wrong class. If it's hella black people in your class, to be honest, you in the wrong class. If it's hella black people in your class, you gotta look. My bad, y'all. I'm damn. Wrong class, man. No, my bad. There's too many of y'all in here for me. I know we in the wrong class. Sheesh. Everybody in African American studies trying to become the next psychologist of the year. Oh, man. Excuse me, man. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? I only one major psychologist that worked out for, and that's the Pan-African King, Dr. Umar. You understand me? Everybody ain't about to become Dr. Umar, and y'all ain't even trying to. So y'all got to cut it out. All this mental health. How we got all this mental health, and everybody's a psychology major? Come on, man. That's what I'm trying to figure out. How we got the highest level of mental health, and everybody's a psychology major? Because I'm telling you, broke is a mental health issue. So when you get out and you broke, you trying to figure out how to help your own psyche. So listen, man, the problem is the poverty, okay? You give us some money and we chill. So no, I'm going to the classes with all the East Indians and the Jews, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, because they getting the money. Hey, I want to see Asians in my class. All right. So enough jokes, man. So we talked about family, but the other aspect of family is nepotism. My brother Derek Grace is always big on teaching this nepotism, right? Family business and working well together with family. Y'all know, if you don't know, I have family business. So Goldwater is the name of the business, but it's actually a nootropic and a health supplement business. So we focus on high-level nootropics that help increase brain function, you understand me, and body function. In that business, my mom works for it, my twin brothers, my sister is a manager, right? And my father, right? So that's a family business that I put together, right? So I ain't just talking about these things. I'm teaching you the things that I do myself. You understand me? So I put together family business and I'm teaching family business. I teach technology. I teach media. I teach all of these different things, right? Because I've studied this and I said this is the best way to go about it, right? So, but working with family, everybody has to have a role. Without a role, it is not functional. It is dysfunctional. And this is the problem that we have. So what I'm giving to you is a solution to dysfunctional reality in our families, right? Because that's the first thing that happened to us during times of encampment and enslavement. Dysfunction. Right? So, in order to bring that function in the household, everybody has to have clear and defined roles. Now, we know that part of the dysfunction now is that we have more baby mamas than we have wives in our culture. The baby mama, baby daddy drama is issue. There are more baby daddies, but there's not more fathers. There's more baby mamas, but there's not good mothers. Right? There's not wives and husbands. So that's a complete issue because there's nothing to build from there. Now they hate each other. I don't know why everybody feel like they got to hate each other. And that's just because we haven't learned how to forgive each other. Right? And we feel like we have to internalize traumas and hate each other forever, even though you got to work together to raise a child. So you got to work together to raise this child in between hate, in between drama and dysfunction. Because listen, whatever a person went through or put you through, a lot of people mature past it, but you continue to hold on to that trauma so you can continue to hate that person. And society teaches you to hate these people. You ain't supposed to hate your baby mama. She literally had your baby. So for you to have hate, and I'm not saying that she gonna do some things that's gonna make you want to hate her, because society has taught her how to do things to make you hate her, right? By getting the government on you, by keeping your baby from you, right? By playing games with you as a man, right? By making decisions that she know is counter towards the way you would want to grow your child. So therefore now, man, you hate this person because they playing with your manhood. That's not the role of a good woman. No good woman should do that. But when she has felt abandoned, she has been harmed, she has been traumatized, she's going to go through those things. Because you got two immature people coming together to do something very mature, which is have a baby, which is supposed to be the foundation of creating legacy. So this is why there's so much responsibility when you have sex with a person. But once you have sex and you lay down and you bust a nut and it's done and over with and it felt good and that baby comes from this divine creationist act, you don't want the responsibility. And that's a recipe for disaster. The government gets in. The government says, well, if you want to be on welfare, the man can't be in the household. So kick the man out the household and we'll help you. So now the government becomes your man. Government is the baby. That's the real father in the household. That's the provider. That's the protector. You call the cops when there's an issue. You call the government when you need some more welfare. That's the protector and the provider. Then the public school system is the teacher. But the man is supposed to be the protector, provider, the producer, the priest, the prophet, all of that in the household. But it's been replaced. So slavery didn't destroy the black family. Welfare did. Uncle Sam became the daddy. That's not something that Asian community or the Jewish community got to deal with. So we study from them. We like, damn, how do y'all do it? How do y'all get along with each other? Right? Now, we know epigenetics, 7 generations eat deep, and we still dealing with some of those lingering issues of things that's in our DNA from trauma, but it's not an excuse because we can all have the ability to override that trauma by reaffirming who we are, which resets your DNA. You have to reset it in the household. You have to claim and reaffirm the intentions in the household. Yes, my mother and father got a divorce because even though we had knowledge of self, they had not seen an example of a successful family dynamic. And this is why it's dangerous to not control your own media, because you can't control the imagery and the vision of what we see. There is no example on the TV screen of a successful, beautiful, healthy black family dynamic. So where can you even see it? Oh, your parents didn't have it, so you start operating what you seen as a child. Your mother said, fuck that, and he ain't shit. She was talking about your father. The son hear that, and he don't want to become a man because he don't want to become like his father. It's destruction in the household. So worst thing y'all can do is talk about each other in front of your child. So working together as a family is key towards building wealth, because when you have a LeBron in your family, everybody can build around that LeBron. Everybody don't have to be, everybody, listen, this is probably the worst. This is the most beautiful thing I learned from the Italian wealth standard, right? They had the mafia. Everybody learned the gangster shit from the mafia. Nobody learned family from the mafia. The family from the mafia was the most important thing. See, the mafia said, man, listen, Bino, I need you to become a lawyer. You become a doctor, you're an engineer, you get into tech, Now everybody can protect the family and build the family up, I did my part. I got the money, I got the muscle. I need you to be a lawyer. They try to come at us. I need you to learn these taxes. They try to come at us, man, and we got this shit sorted up. But now, we don't do that in family. Everybody wants to go and do something that has nothing to do with the growth of their last name. Nah, I want to go become a psychologist. Man, how we gonna use that in the family? I know we dysfunctional, but you ain't like you about to create a family practice and help us out, because the psychologists don't even be getting along with their own family. No, we need things to where it's like, if I start a business, I need my brother to go and graphic design. I need you to learn how to become a coder so you can be the CTO of my business, the chief technology officer of the business, of the family. Right? I need you to learn credit so you can get everybody credit fixed up so we can do the business in the family, run the credit business in the family. Somebody need to go along trucking so the family has a family trucking business. Right? Somebody needs to learn business so that when you know how to structure the LLCs and set up the business in a way where it is best for us. Somebody can get into merchandising and fashion so that you can create merchandise for the family. We can sell t-shirts and clothing, and you need to learn how to go get the vendors' names and licenses and stuff like that. Somebody may want to do event planning so we can create events around the businesses that we have. Like, there's so many different roles. So when you see success in a family, you say, how can I create a role to fit in? Not just go to that person and be like, yo, give me a job or let me get some money from you. No, the responsibility of the person who makes the most in the family is the toughest, not the poorest in the family. Whoever makes the most has the greatest responsibility in the family. And everybody puts it on them. Instead of saying, shit, I'm about to figure out a way where I can help them make this money. Not by asking them just what can I do. I'm going to go observe, see what's missing, and be like, bro, you on the app? I'm going to go build an app for you. Start it off young. Oh, you ain't got this? I don't think your business set up, bro. I'm about to learn how to set up business and help you with that. Oh, man, you need an agent right now, man. You growing on social media. I'm about to become a manager. I'm about to go learn the game. I'm going to go network, learn the game. I'm going to go email everybody I feel like all of the shows you should be on. I'm going to go email all of, the different sponsorships you should be getting and things of that nature. I'm about to learn this game, and I just take a percentage from the work that I do, so it's not taking nothing away from you, and I'm helping build you at the same time. And everybody don't need to be in front of the camera. That whole everybody need to be famous shit need to cut out. Everybody ain't even good for it. So We got to learn how to stick together and work together in dynamics. The same thing with friendships. It's the same thing. You got a friend. You know, that's key. So we're going to move forward. Um, Respect the family roles.
Hello.
Thank you, sis. I just needed you to help me get this sound back on.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, we back. Yeah, you got to know the tricks of the trade, man. All right. So it's the same thing, right? So every particular culture has different ways that they go about building this wealth. You understand me? And once you understand it, you can use it. So listen, I'm gonna go over these last statistics with y'all. From most important to least important of what we spend money on. Am I back with Sam? All right. I think some people can hear me. We good. We good. Consumer spending intentions in 2022. What do you think is the most important thing to spend money on? Come on now. Come on, BWO. Where we at, man? Orientation tomorrow for the BWO. Make sure you text BWO to 323-577-6692 so that you can learn, get your family together, and build. Don't miss this opportunity. What is the most important? All right. Food. Food, groceries, food is the most important thing to spend money on. Consumer spending habits. So during this time, people are afraid to spend money on big purchases and things of that nature because of what they call economic uncertainty. We don't know what's going to happen, so we don't want to spend no more money. The second is utilities. Oh man, you can't cook that food if the stove is off. The third is education. Because you have to consistently learn in order to consistently grow. The money comes from the education. The more you know, the more you produce. Groceries, utility, education. Now, before I even go on the last four, because there's 7 of them, I'm going to go over something. The rising cost of food. Because food is very expensive. Right? Inflation has pushed food up. The highest inflation area is travel right now, travel and transportation. Right? Travel and transportation is disrespectfully high right now. Oil is high, plane prices are high, right? So international travel, domestic travel, and local travel is all high. So these are things that affect the average person. And we are in a democratic leadership right now under Biden. So all of this stuff is allowed to happen under Biden administration. So the highest percentage, it is at 42.9% in the last 12 months, inflated. Airfare has been inflated 42%. Now, for those who want to come to Invest Fest in Europe, pull up on us at the Royal Albert Hall, the largest, the greatest show on earth. You understand me? There are still some plane tickets from New York from like $700. So you want to pull up and change your life one time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all can get together with somebody else. Y'all get an Airbnb together, or y'all can get a hotel room together to save some money. Depends. Experiences are things that you can take with you forever. Remember that. Right? household energy has went up. Now remember, I said utilities is the second most important spending thing, yet utilities is up 20%. Utilities is up 20%, B. So that means that there's an increased tax on utilities. I don't remember none of y'all getting no 20% promotion. If it ain't no 20% promotion and utilities go up 20%, then that means that your income just went down 20%. Money that you have to spend on towards education and investment has just decreased 20% based on inflation. This is why inflation is very important to understand. Gasoline went up 18%. Gasoline went up 18%. So those trips that you take, people got to think. Uber, that means Uber transportation has to go up because now it costs more. So now you're going to see a surcharge, right? And the amount that you're spending. So now you may not just be going over to old girl house. She may not be want to pull up. You may not want to Uber her to you because that's 18% more. So now you got to be 18% more interested in her. You got to be 18% more interested in him, ladies. Think about that. So, ladies, if why do you keep saying the phone freezing? Y'all got to stop trying to record it. That's the problem. It's people on here trying to record me so that they can post it. I know who you are. Stop trying to record this. This is going to be on YouTube. You are messing up the live. Thank you. All right. So, like I said, your lady or ladies, you have to make yourself 18% more interesting because the delivery fee to drop you off at somebody's house is 18% higher with Uber. Because that's what Uber is delivery for women. So a brother pay for Uber, I'm getting you delivered, but now the cost is 18% high. I'm just saying, don't get mad at the messenger. I'm just looking at things as they are. So now when a brother like, nah, I'm cool. I don't feel like it. He's just doing his finances. It's just a financial decision. That's all this is. It's just a financial decision. It's just a financial decision. Fellas, make that financial decision. Is she worth it? Ladies know you've been delivered by Uber before. The same way that, you know what I'm saying? You've been delivered by Uber. Ladies don't want to drive to you. And you go Uber me, she got a whole Benzo truck. She not getting in that damn car. So listen, what else went up? Butter and margarine has went up 33%. So we talking about groceries. Eggs went up 30%. Eggs went up 30%. Damn. Eggs went up 30%. It's time to go vegan. Butter and eggs went up 30%. It's time to go vegan. I don't know. When I go look at the store, I'm seeing Impossible Foods sold out. I can't say it's cheaper, but I'm saying people are trading. Go eat some fruit. This should be the time where you focus on your health anyway. All right. Hold up. Somebody said electric scooter. Ladies, if he catch, listen, I don't know if people can be catching a bus like that, but you know what I'm saying? If he hop up on an electric scooter and pull up to you, that just means that he's financially literate. That's all. Don't judge him. He's financially literate. You ask him where he park, or you ask him, do you need parking? And he say, don't worry about it. He ain't pull up in no Uber. He's on that scooter. It was cheaper, right? And he made a financial decision, but he still got there. That's what's most important. So don't be mad at him. Do not be mad. Fellas, you scoot your way over there. Make them financial decisions. I'm just trying to help y'all out, man. That's all. Don't shoot the messenger. Emails for BWO will be going out for everybody that got approved and that are now part of BWO. If you're not, click the link in the bio or text 323-577-6692. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to put that up here for you in just a second. All right, let me write one. I'm serious. I already know how it is. Fellas, listen, don't let these ladies use you during this recessionary time. Do not let them use you. They will use you for groceries. They will use you for drinks. Ladies, I'm sorry, but I got to tell the truth because fellas can't afford this right now. They cannot afford it right now. I'm sorry, ladies. Fellas, save that money. Instead of going on that bunk mission, pulling up or using that Uber money, join BWO instead. That's all you got to do. It's not worth it. Everybody go celibate and learn during the recession. Come on, ladies. Y'all know everything that's expensive. Y'all go on a date. She talking about let's go to the grocery store. The grocery store. First thing she go buy is eggs and butter. So I'm gonna bake you a cake one day. Nah, she using you, brother. She using you. Hey, ladies, if you smart, don't go to the bar with them. Take them to the grocery store. Have them buy you them expensive groceries. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I'm gonna get a game on both sides. Forget the bar. Eating out has went up as well. It's expensive to eat out. We're gonna go over that too. Health insurance. I know most people ain't got health insurance, but health insurance has went up 28%. Public transportation has went up 27%. So hopping on that bus is expensive. Hopping in that Uber is expensive. So if somebody pull up, they paying 20% more to come see you, 30% more to come see you. They deserve 30% more love. I'm just saying. This is not the 90s. This is not early 2000s. They paying more to come see you. Appreciate these people. You got to be damn near rich to go on a date nowadays. Focus. I'm just saying. So gasoline is up 18%. In some cases, I feel like it's more because I feel like gasoline was just at $4 and outside is like $8. So in California, it's up like 100%. It's disrespectful. So they say electricity is up 15% while gas is up 33%. Milk is up 15%. Remember, ladies, make sure he buying your eggs, your milk, and your butter. Bake them a cake, though. Don't just use them. Tax preparation, certain accounting fees up 10%. Fruits and vegetables is up 10%, but it's not as high as the dairy, which is good news. Fruits and vegetables up 10%, but it's not as high as 33% for the dairy. Car insurance up 10%. You still need it. That's what I'm saying, ladies. Fellas, if you are driving your car and your insurance is up 10%, gasoline is up 18%, food is up 33%. Hold on, eating out. Hold on, what was it? Where we eating out? How much it costs? I'm going to find that. But that means that it is way more expensive. Be careful. Everything is more expensive. The only decreases that we've seen, smartphones are down 21%. Televisions are down 17%. Here's the thing. Nobody needs another smartphone. You don't need another television. So there's actually no reason to buy it. So people feel like only reason you will buy another iPhone, you want to update some crazy feature that came. Smartphone, you got it. You don't need nothing new, right? Television, you don't need to buy another television unless just no reason, right? Sporting events tickets has went down -9%, right? Uncooked beef is down -4%. Computers are down -3%. That's good news. If you don't have a computer, that is an instrument that you can utilize to make money with. Car rentals are down -1.4%. Now, this was actually the most interesting statistic that I found this whole thing, right? Because used cars are up 72%, right? Yet car rentals are down -1.4%. During this market, people were buying all these used cars because they wanted to utilize them, right? So that they can rent them out. Yet that industry is down, right? And gasoline is high. So that tells me, and the used cars are up 7%. That tells me a lot of these cars are just sitting, right? The car market, I think, is not a bubble per se, but I think it's an interesting market because it's a market where the cars are costing more, used cars are costing more, supply chains are bad, so they can't just create cars. But at the same time, people aren't renting cars as much as well, and they're costing less, which means people are having to bring down it because people are not buying rental cars that much. So having all of these cars that people have with the used car market high, I see in the future used car market coming down, because there's no way that the used car market can stay high if people are not renting them out. Some people own 10 cars, 3 cars, 5 cars, right? Gasoline is high as hell, so they're just going to be sitting on the side. You understand me? While the electric car market is coming in. So I see that used car market coming down very, very low, inshallah, right? Especially with the electric car market getting high and getting ready to ramp up. That should be an interesting turn of events. Rent is up 6.7%. So the best thing you can do right now is move in with somebody. You understand me? Combine rents, combine incomes. So therefore, you all can be solid. Medical care expenses are expensive, right? So make sure that you don't get injured. No fighting, no none of that. You know, I know y'all some fans ain't fighting. I'm just playing with y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Apparel is up 5%. Remember, clothing is actually on the list of number 4 things. Daycare is up 5%. Major appliances have not moved at all during these inflationary periods, right? Major inflation has not moved at all. Or appliances. So you can go buy some blenders or whatever, refrigerators, it ain't no difference, right? Hold up. So let's go to there. All right. So what you want to do is prepare, right? You want to prepare. How do you prepare, especially if you have a business? So you're going to take a look at I don't have time to go over my business plan or how I plan on changing my business structure so that it fits the new economic model, because I'm studying these numbers to take into account of how I should reposition myself. Because once you're in a certain industry, you need to study that industry. You should know the numbers of that industry. How is it growing? What is the future outlook for that industry, right? One thing I give y'all some game, right? And I talked about this on Market Mondays, but I'll end on this. Yo, also, if somebody in Atlanta, I know somebody that need a side note. I know somebody that need a room in Atlanta or an apartment in Atlanta. Contact me. Hit me in the email at booking19keys@gmail.com. If you have a business and you would like to be featured on High Level Conversations, you got to have a budget, of course, right? If you see, we get millions of views. Last month, we got 4.5 million views. So if you had your budget laid out for your product, because one of the things that you don't want to do is decrease marketing right now. You want to allocate that budget towards increasing marketing so that you don't see a decrease in profit. So media is for advertisement. So what we have right now for High Level Conversations, you can email me at highlevelmediallc@gmail.com or booking19keys@gmail.com. We have slots that start at $1,000, depending on your business. We have some slots that go up to $20,000, depending on you know, what the function is, how many episodes, what do you want to have? Depending on your business, black businesses, we may have some that for $1,000, but I can't guarantee you because that's pretty cheap. So for the most part, if you want to do advertisement on platforms, you should be trying to put together a nice, at least I would say somewhere around $3,000 to $4,000, right? And the way you would do it is either you send me the product, I talk about the product, or you shoot your own commercial and I put that commercial inside of the high level conversation, right? So therefore you're guaranteeing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people see your product. And what you're doing is you're trying to get a conversion rate. You're not trying to get a conversion rate of 100%. So if 100,000 people see it, let's say you get a conversion rate of 3%, that's 3,000 people that become your customers, right? So if you have a product, you're going to do 3,000 times whatever the cost of that product, and you're going to decide how much profit you made based on the budget that you put in. Now, if that goes up to $1 million, you're going to do the same conversion rate. So this is why advertisement works, because people are looking, for the most part, they're looking for 1.5, 1.7, and 3% conversion rate. They're not looking for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, right? So what you want to do is have consistency with products. This is how marketing works. They're working based on conversions. So if somebody say, what's the profit split? The profit split will be 100% your way unless we have a business model where you have a business that I feel like will work good in the future, to where if I feel like you got a product that I feel like will sell well, let's say that I take 0.5% off of the marketing cost up front, and on the back end, I say we will split profit based on the affiliate, but I'm not doing no free affiliate though, right? So that's just out the game. So don't email me talking about something free. You understand me? We've been free since 1865. You know what I'm saying? That's all the free I need in my life. Oh man, I cracked myself up. All right, so what should you be doing during these business times? First of all, you need to be looking at need gaps, need offer gaps, right? Don't just look at what you're selling. Look at what you could be selling that your customers are finding elsewhere, right? So what is a service that is working somewhere else that you're not offering? These are the times where you do what they call is a PIVOT, a pivot. You understand me? So what is selling, not what could be selling. So you want to increase whatever is selling. You may want to get rid of some products. So let's say some products, they are your lowest turnover rate. So you may want to cut that product altogether, and you may want to increase attention on your current product that is your top selling product, right? You may want to build a cash reserve. So you have money on the side. Money on the side is for emergency uses, right? Thank you for putting that High Level Media LLC. Creating margin headroom. You want to go on the offensive. During these times, do not go on the defensive. No, not in business. You want to go on the offensive. You want to attack. You want to go heavy. You want to have a meeting with your sales team. And you want to have a meeting with the peoples and say, listen, this is what we're doing. These are our new marketing strategies. This is how we're going to go. What I like to look at is, where am I selling? Where am I not selling, right? If I'm selling on Instagram, I'm selling direct from the website. What about through my Google? Can I increase my Google search? Can I increase sales through TikTok? Can I increase sales through Twitter? Can I do in-person live vending? All of these are areas that you can have sales flowing into. So if 100% of your sales are becoming on Instagram, there's an opportunity for TikTok, YouTube, all of these other places. So what you want to do is you want to reinvest into marketing, right? So let's say whatever profit that you're used to getting and you spend it on drinks, clothes, entertainment, all these other different things. Instead, you take that and say, nope, now we're going to be spending on marketing. So you reach out to me and say, Keys, we got $4,000, $5,000 budget, $10,000 budget, $20,000 budget, and we want to work that in with you. Now, here's the thing that a lot of people are missing, and this is what I'm not seeing enough of, right? Reels marketing is something that nobody's getting into, right? Reels can now go infinite, right? They can go to 1 minute, they can go to 2 minutes, they can go to 3 minutes. If you see a creator that has a reel and they're doing 100,000 views, you can reach out to that person and say, yo, can I put my business at the end of your reel, right? So now at the end of their reel, it's not in the middle, it's not going to interrupt nothing, but you're sponsoring that reel. So therefore, at the end of it, everybody sees your business. Now your business is getting more eyes. That's going to automatically increase conversion. You're talking about you want to do some big boy numbers. You can ask them, yo, can I put my business in your caption? Caption is really digital real estate space. So what you want to do is say, yo, can I put my logo in there? Because you can take that same and you can run ads against it, or you can post it on your page so people see the expansion of your business growth and they want to buy into it. Another thing is moving into new markets, right? Right now you may be in one market, but now it's time to grow. It's time to expand. During times of contraction, where everybody else is decreasing, they're making less money. They're making less, they have less supply, right? You want to think about, how do I increase and I expand? So what you want to do with supply is tough during this time because you don't want to be holding on to too much supply or too little supply, right? Too little supply is dangerous, too much supply, because otherwise you got a bunch of inventory that's not sell through. So if you have too little, the dangerous thing is the fact that, let's say that there's issues with supply chains because the companies that you buying from are decreasing the sales, so and they decreasing their product line, so therefore you can't get it as fast as you can. Now your customers are going to somebody else. But if you have a little bit extra, when those customers, because everybody else is doing that, when they can't go to the people that they normally go to, then they gonna start coming to you. That gives you the opportunity to take somebody else's customers, right? Service them, and now you're growing your business. This is expansion during contraction times. So we're seeing this in the market right now, right? Let's say reshaping your business proposition. What is your value proposition? What is your business service? So whatever your value proposition is, now you may want to rethink it if it's not big enough and robust enough to fit the needs of the time. Right? What is your value proposition? Oh, my new desk is coming. I got to end this in a second. So listen, family. And the last but not least, the most important one is maintain customer service. Customer service during this time. Do not let it fall. Do not let it falter. That is one area of your business you cannot let go whatsoever. Right? We just had somebody let go that was doing customer service, and now we have to replace that to make sure that that stays up. Somebody said, can I repeat the email? It is High Level Media, or matter of fact, I'm going to see it. If you put it, go put it in booking19keys@gmail.com. Somebody put it in the chat as well. If you're not a part of the BWO and you have not gotten in, you have not gotten your acceptance letter, make sure you do. Right? Make sure you text that number. It is currently on our special, which is $200 a month, and that's somewhere around like $2,400 a year. So you can do upfront or you can do monthly, but it gives you access to everything monthly. You can decide to stay in for a whole 12 months, which is going to give you the best. You can decide to stay in for a month or two. It's going to be up to you to do a test trial with us to see the value that we're going to be doing. BWO orientation starts tomorrow. You will be receiving emails by the end of the day. Also, our app should be out by November 19th. Inshallah, I'll get earlier. But once you get app, you'll get dashboards, you'll get profile on the app. So only those people that are part of BWO will get access to everything that will be a part of our application. You understand me? If you're a BWO member, press 1. I appreciate y'all. Look forward to teaching the mental engineering. We have physical teaching that we'll be going through as well. So they're going to be workout 2 times a week. Actually, I don't even need to go over all this. BWO orientation will be tomorrow. It's going to be so much that you all will be surprised by that we're throwing in. So I think y'all going to love it. Y'all going to appreciate it. So I just want to thank everybody that's here, that's on this live, that's on this call. I look forward to this transformational experience. This BWO, I want to leave it all on the table. This block road order, I want to leave it all on the table. I partner with the right people this time. And I believe that this is going to be something that's going to have some great longevity. There's so many people on the back end that want to partner to see what we're starting up. You understand me? So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Make sure you get in today. Prices change over time. And if you got a business, you got a product in, you have a budget, and you want to get in this next one, Tariq Nasheed interview premieres Saturday, right? You want to get in front of hundreds of thousands of people, make sure you send us that email so that we can get your product, we can get your ad, we can put it in the BWO. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. This has been, you understand me, your high level update. Continue to tap in. And if you're not, make sure that you like and you subscribe on this channel so I can do more. Thank y'all. And also there's a new high level conversation that's audio only. So if you want to go listen to that as well, it's the high level conversation I did in Atlanta. It's the only live one show that I've had besides the On Your Leisure with Idris Sandu. Make sure you go catch up on your high level conversations. Continue to stay tapped in. I love